have to know some basic things. You have to know who you are, what you are meant to do, how you are meant to execute that. So that becomes a better way of approaching the usage of softwares to enhance and amplify your work, which will in turn make you more efficient. All right, so we talked about some services rendered by a quantity surveyor. We also talk about tools used by quantity surveyors. I'm not going to bore with that. We talked about modern quantity surveying challenges. If you're a quantity surveyor in the modern time, what are your challenges? I think then we talked about the traditional approaches of doing things, of preparing documents, of evaluating documents and the likes. Generally, traditional approaches of making the QS professional work. And we check the gap. Okay, so what's the gap? Now we are talking about, don't forget the core part of this thing, efficiency. So how do we bridge that gap as quantity surveyors in the modern age that has technology at on our fingers? So then we talked about why go digital, like why do we have to go digital? We analyzed all those, and then we went to efficiency, that it's a key thing when we are talking about modern quantity surveying. So it's a key thing, the role of efficiency in our practice as quantity surveyors. When we are more efficient, it helps so many things that we are into. So then we talked about enhancing efficiency with digital skills and tools. And I think we later delved into top AI tools for quantity surveyors. So we talk about how artificial intelligence is impacting our world in the construction industry. And I think we had a demo. We demonstrated a particular AI tool that is presently out there. So those are, and we saw how things can be done in a faster way, even though we are not examining the AI tool as it were. It's not the software that we are dealing with. So we talked about other AI-powered solutions in quantity surveying. So just like the team said, enhancing our efficiency as quantity surveyors with softwares and AI-powered solutions. So we are not talking about AI softwares. No, there are some powered solutions that we can use as quantity surveyors that can make our work to be easier and faster. And I would like the moderator to please help me note maybe towards the Q&A session and remind me about what I was going to say about the what was it called that you read the other time about our resource person, the citation. So I would like to refer and tell us some things about. So we'll be looking at, if time permits us, to see how we can, if we remember very well those that were around, we talked about LLMs, large language models, how they can impact our world, even though they are not going to do measurement of billing and all for you, but there are some other things that we do. That's why we talked about the services we render outside cost estimates. There are still some other things that if the artificial world can, artificial intelligence world can help us do them, why not? We allow them to do them and we firm up things, then we are good to go, right? So that's about the introductory aspects. So permits me to, because of the presentation, I would still like to go off my camera. All right, so how many people, just I wouldn't know how we can do that. If maybe we should just raise our hands if we have installed the software. Can I know how many people on this call? Just maybe raise your hands if you have. Yeah, thank you. Okay, I have 2%. I just want to know, it's key that we know if you have the software installed, so that we can know how to make everybody be on board. I'm just saying 3. Why? We should be more than this. So if you know that you have installed Bluebeam Revu, please just signify by raising up your hands, please. Okay, we have 4 now. Like the last session, this is going to be extremely interactive as well. We are even dealing with the practical part majorly now, so we won't be doing too much of talking, we're doing too much of dreams. Okay, well, I'm not sure this figure is quite good. I guess the last time we should be more than 10 installed. If not everybody that day, one way or the other, maybe there were some issues with some process. So we have 4% here, hands raised up. That's going to be a challenge. Coordinators are, how are we gonna solve that? Because we have about 30 something people, almost 40 on this call. We have 5% have installed. Coordinator, how do we move away from there? Okay, we have 6 now.
I guess maybe some people are still trying to. Maybe if you can say it again. I mean, explain what you mean. Probably some people are
Okay.
just getting to understand what you're trying to say. So.
All right, thank you. So I would mention again that if you know that you have gotten the software installation files and you have done the installation, I mean Bluebeam Revu that we installed from the last session, can we please raise our hand? Just tap the hand icon.
And then if they should keep their hands raised up, please, so that we'll keep
Yes, please. Yes, please. Keep it raised up. Because we can't just jump on it and when it's not interactive, it's not going to be sweet and encouraging. So, but I thought you said you shared the installation video or something. So if you have the software and you're still having issues with the installation, you can still raise your hand as well, so that we can know how we can give you a hand in support. If you have the software and you are still challenged in installing it. Because if you are talking about efficiency, effectiveness, and all, I think we need to have more numbers about the software. But it's fine. I guess we should just go on, and maybe the steering committee with the coordinator would look into that and see how we can solve that for others, that will be on the same page. All right. So based on the last session, there are some files that was shared too, some drawings. I think we shared some drawings, and I would advise that we should just resume with it from the drawings. Now, we could have just picked up some other drawings and all, but I guess we should just resume with the drawings that we have the files already. All right. So, like I said the last time, that okay, efficiency can thrive on 2 major things: experience and templates. Experience and templates. So, how do I mean? When you have a work to do, you have a task to do, you have a project to execute, to maybe measure, prepare a bill, prepare any other thing, form of documents, estimate, and all. Immediately you are saying the work, you should know the right tools to use. So that's where the efficiency starts from. Knowing which tool to use that would be more better and all. Okay, let me just cite this example that if you have a letter, you have a letter to write, and you are very vast in Excel. Let me put it that way. Okay. You'll be attended to. There is a message in the message box, so we can communicate in the message chat box. That's cool. So if you have a letter, let's say you have a letter to write, maybe as a consultant QS or as a contractor, you shall want to write the letter, and because you are presently, you have Excel, Microsoft Excel opened in front of you. The fact that you can type that letter and still do it somehow in Excel doesn't make Excel a perfect fit for that purpose. Excel is not meant to be used for word processing. We have a tool for that under Microsoft Office Suite, which is Word, Microsoft Word. So easily, could it be that you can't do it in Excel? No, you can, and you can work your way around it. But while you are still working around achieving that, blah blah blah, or you would have done it maybe half the time with Microsoft Word. So that's just like an example. So you have a project you want to do, you could know that, oh, okay, this is the challenge. It's a challenge, like I said from the last session. Don't mind me, I will keep referring because we had really an engaging time. So when we keep when we as professionals, okay, when we have any project and it's a challenge, it's a problem, and someone somewhere is trusting you in providing solutions to that problem. If a client doesn't have a problem of knowing the cost of a project, there won't be need for quant surveyors, as it were. If a client doesn't have a problem of knowing how a structure would look, or turning his brief or ideas into brief, into designs and drawings, there won't be need for an architect. So we should have that at the back of our mind that, okay, if you have to do anything, that means there is a problem somewhere and I am the solution. So I'm to provide solution to this problem. Okay, so in providing solution, which of my tools that I have learned, the capacities that I have built, which of them would be fit and perfect for this work? So that's what brought us to all this efficiency, and we are looking at how we can be more efficient doing that. So speaking of experience and templates, so like I said from the last time, we are going to build, what we'll be looking at the Bluebeam Revu together with Excel, such that we build templates together. We build templates together, and we can pick it up from there and see. So I would really implore us to please not make everything rowdy, but let's interact and make it more engaging and all. All right, so yeah, I think there are some messages in the chat box. Moderator, please help us attend to them. All right, so okay, so I will be launching the Bluebeam. I will be sharing my screen soon. Like we said from the last sessions, we have so many softwares and all. So, but for this workshop, we are examining Bluebeam with Excel. Then maybe later we go to the AI-powered solutions, how we can optimize our LLMs, large language models, to work for us and make it more efficient, make us more efficient in our dealings. All right, so let me share my screen, then we pick it up from there. All right, so I want to make everything as seamless as possible. So I'll be sharing my screen right now so that we can launch the software, the tools together, then we go over everything together. So if you have questions as you are going, I think it would be best to note them, or possibly, I wouldn't know what the moderator would prefer, possibly drop them in the chat box. If it's something that relates to STEP that you know that, okay, if you are not asking this now, you would possibly not be able to move to the next step, you can drop it and call our attention. So that's all right. So software is launching. Let me share my screen. Yeah, you're welcome. Can we all see my screen, please? Maybe by thumbing up or something. Can we see my screen? Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. All right. So, okay, I hope it's bold enough. So this is literally the interface, though I've done some setups and all. But this is more or less what you are going to have. So if you have the software, go along with us. If you don't, please just pay rapt attention. I am very sure that we are going to um, sort that. And if there is a need, I wouldn't know, with the permission of the steering committee and the coordinator, if there is a need to have another session, we can work things out. We are always available to do that and happy to do that. All right. So, um, so let me go over some of the tools that we have um, gone over from the last session. But before that, some of these things won't be active until we load. We all know how softwares can be until we load with a file. Okay, so usually Bluebeam works with PDF files. We have talked about 2D, 3D, 4, 5, 6, 7, NDs from the last time. Speaking of BIMs and also will be Bluebeam is presently will be doing the 2D. It has a 3D studio as well embedded in it, but we will be doing the 2D stuff and we'll be doing the PDF file. So if you have any drawing, you have them in AutoCAD. There are ways you can easily convert to PDF, and or we can, if we need to, we can talk about that too. If there is a need, if anybody needs how you can convert from DWG files to PDF, but I believe that that's something we should know generally. But if at all we don't know, we need help with that, we can always work around that. All right, so so let me just, I would say that let's just see how to, let's load let's load with okay, let me just okay. I think from the last workshop, from the last session we did, let me just see if we can load. Okay, let's load one first. So like any other software, that's a way to, that's one of the ways of loading the software, loading the drawings rather, the PDF drawings. So the other one would be that go into the folder and okay, let me pick this and right clicking on your file. When you right click with your file, you open with you would have seen, if you have installed your Revu, you would have seen it here, and just you click it and it opens. So that's the, I think that's the structural drawing for the design. So are we all good with that? If you have the drawings and the software, can we demonstrate that? Okay, thank you. Can we demonstrate that already? I will appreciate some responses though. We can just unmute and talk to react, to respond, and just off the mic back. I guess we are trying to make sure that there is decorum, but even at that, it will really help us to be much more interactive. So do we get that?
Okay, so probably you should
Okay,
go
so
over it
probably we should
again.
go over it again.
All right, that's fine.
That's
Thank you. Okay, so we have launched the Bluebeam Revu, the software. Here is the interface. Even though it's possible it's looking differently depending on your setup with it. All right, so two methods of accessing files, just like any other software. So you come to File, you click this Open, you locate wherever your softwares are. I beg your pardon, wherever your drawings are rather. So you click the one you want to work on and you click Open. The shortcut for doing the coming to File and all is just Control O. When you do Control O, it brings up your folder and you navigate to the drawings, the particular drawing. So this is me, Control plus O on our keyboard. So it brings that up. So that's one method with the shortcut. Other one is you going to the folder, locating your folder, and you which one did I open? No, you can see I auto the working. Okay, you coming to your folder, opening the folder, right clicking. Okay, sorry, can we all see my screen? Which of the screens are you seeing? Is it only the Bluebeam or the
you can see the blue beam screen.
Bluebeam screen? Apology, I guess I should share my entire screen so that we can get this. Let me stop sharing and I will reshare again. Apologies for that. All right. Entire screen. So can we see the entire screen now?
Yes, sir.
All right. So this is the folder like I was explaining. You come here, you right click on your folder. Okay. Is this the drawing that was opened before? Okay. So let's pick another one. Since we are open that with another method. So you come here, you right click, you open with. Opening with means other software other than your default or opening PDF files. Under here, I have my, if I just click open, it will open with another software, which is Foxit PDF. All right, so you come here and you pick Revu. So it loads your drawing immediately. I guess we are fine with that, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So this is the structural drawing. In making sure that okay, let's just go over some of the toolbar items. So now that we have loaded the software, you could see all these other guys coming up. Initially they were blurred out. You can't access them initially before now. So we have here, when we go to file, we have these options just like any other document. You could create a new PDF from templates. Would have some templates based on the Bluebeam templates loaded in them. Open recent projects, could do that. You have new studio projects. I was talking about studio the other time. So you could create so many other things. Aside Bluebeam working for conservators as measurement tool, Bluebeam is a perfect document review software. Can PDF, work around and manipulations as it may be. So you can have this. You can explore as many as possible. You could publish, you could email templates. Then we have the exporting. This one is very key, maybe when we are done with our work. So easily you can export your results to Excel, can export to Word, can export to presentation as well. So usually you could work with Excel workbook. All right, so these are normal this thing. When we have done when we have executed a command, we will definitely have this undo, redo, cut, paste, and all active. So this is for pan, Shift V. Those are the soft shortcuts that you have around there. All right, so view to, you can adjust this based on one of the major things I would mention here is this full screen crosshair. Please activate it if you have it, so that it makes your measurement easier. Well, crosshair is a tool that brings the horizontal and vertical lines on your mouse, which helps with precision in picking your item, just like in AutoCAD. It comes preset, but if you are just installing your software, you won't have it as preset. So you go to view, you would have access to the full screen crosshair. Then we have grid system as well, and we have dimmer, and also as time goes on, we'll talk about some of these other things. How it applies to measurements if you are doing measurements. All right, so we have documents, like I said, could rotate, you could shift, you could crop, you could do so many things on your measurement, on your documents as PDF files here. So because of our time, you could do header, you could do footer. If you discover that, okay, there is a document that, oh, I didn't remember to add page, or this document doesn't have page, and it's a PDF document, you can do that easily. Yeah, you'll be amazed at what you would have. So it has OCR as well. Like from the last session, I explained how OCR works. Even though presently we have some phones with OCR, this thing embedded in them. So OCR means a capacity to recognize text. Text recognition tool is a text recognition tool on documents or any file or pictures, what have you, such that you can sort of have access to text on the file. All right, so could do batching as well. One of the things I think I should mention about batching here is the compare documents. I explained this from the last time. So if you have it, most times when you have reviews, and if care is not taken, you have reviews upon reviews, and it's even looking like you are going to lose. You have named everything. Like an architect friend would joke and talk about reviews that you have done, revised A, revised B, and to Z. You don't have names to call them again. You start getting freaked out and all. So easily, when you have, as a quant surveyor, you have to document. You've done revision over time, and you have drawings that are similarly looking to be the same thing, but the designer, be it an architect or a structural engineer, said he has implemented some changes here. He communicated this maybe via phone or email or text or letter or anything, and you're still not sure of it. You can load the two files and compare. I think we should note this is going to take our time if I'm to demonstrate that. We should know that, and we can come back to that later. Please, moderator, please remind me. So we can easily, even if it's just a line that has changed, if you load the two files and you come to this compare documents, you would have your results, and the change or the changes that has happened on the recent one compared to the last time, you would see them there. You would have them noted out for you easily. So that can save so many time, and can save you the stress of going over the document, sniffing and seeing what is not lost. So that's a major thing that I think I would want to talk about here. And then the main thing now is talking of tool. Like I said the other time, Bluebeam Revu is a software that makes life easier for document review when you are reviewing a lot of documents. So you could have so many things to do with, and one of them is markup, text box, typewriter, call outs. The more you engage with the software, you get to know this, because of our time, if you had to be going one after the other, time will be fast spent. But trust me, these things can be very effective and useful for you. So we have the stamp options and all. So the main guy that we will be concerning ourselves with today is the measure session. And we have the set scale. We have done this from the last session, but we'll go over it again. It's important. It's one of the most important part of using the software, just like any other softwares, like I told us from the last time, especially the ones that is commonly around. Plan Swift, you can do nothing on these drawings if you don't set the scale. So I would elaborate on that later. So our length. So let me just go over these points before we now go into the full session. So length practically means measuring from one point to the other without having anything in mind to continue that line measurement. We all know, just like dimensions, from point A to B, we want to know, okay, what's the length of this thing from here to here. Permit me, those that are advanced in software usage and all, we still have to be doing all these things because it's important. We have people amidst us that would want to know how we moved into some other area. So we have to be as basic as possible, just like we said from the
bí
last.
òpè ọmọ ọ̀pọ̀ tí wọ́n ń tágẹ́tì wọn bí nǹkan tí wọ́n ṣe náà ọ̀tẹ̀ ni wọ́n
Doctor, you
wáyà
have
fún wa
anything
ní
for me?
ẹgbẹ́ ẹgbẹ́ síbi 3 weeks ago níbo wọ́n ní
Doctor, you
wọ́n
have
tán
anything
dọ́kítà
for me?
wọ́n ń nà ọgọ́ tó ń ta snacks ní dọ́kítà
àwọn àǹtí láwọn ènìyàn
ẹni mọ̀ tí mo sọ yẹn
òórùn tó ní bọ́ọ̀sì lọ
wọ́n ní wọ́n ń nà ọgọ́
àwọn kọ́ọ̀tù
kóòtù
wọn wá ara wọn wá ní.
ẹ̀dùkọ́ ibẹ̀ ló máa ń jókòó sí
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n ní mo gíláàsì ẹ̀ ló
ó lè dédé wá wọn wá sí bíbí yìí sí
láyé
ìgbà wọn mọ ibi tó ń jókòó sí
Okay,
náà
maybe
wọ́n
she's
wà
not
ní wà
sure of
níbi
ẹnà
moderator.
mi ò tẹ̀ wá gbọ́ bí mi ṣe
Please
gbọ́
do
mi ṣe
something
gbọ́.
about that.
wọ́n ní wọ́n wà bẹ́ẹ̀.
All right, thank you.
I've muted her.
Okay. All right, but please be alternative. My other wants to contribute so that you can unmute her. All right, so
Okay.
a length measuring from one point to the other, point A to B. Poly length is literally okay. The shortcut for that, we can easily see it. Shift Alt L. Usually your shortcut on Bluebeam for what some of the tools that you'll be using would be Shift Alt. So whatever you want to use them for will now determine. If you are doing length, Shift Alt L. If you are doing area, Shift Alt area, perimeter, diameter, PPPD, blah blah blah. All right. So for the poly length, shortcut is Shift Alt Q. Then what is poly length? If you want to measure from one point to the other with intentions to continue to the next point, to other points. So we want to measure from point A to E, but there are recesses along the path. The path is not straight from A to E. Don't mind me, the English will come back to the practical session so you understand what we are saying. So you want to know the full length, the measurement from A to E, but you are still concerned that I would possibly need B to C later. I want to see what is in B to C, C to D. So as you are moving from A to B, you're having your dimensions, you're having your values stated. From B to C, value stated. C to D, value stated. D to E, value stated. And you can have the entire value after your pickup, after you have picked point E. So for the area, we all know what area is. I want to know the entire area of a place. So that's what we are dealing with here. Then for perimeter, perimeter is similar to the length and the poly length. In fact, it's synonymous, perfectly synonymous to poly length. But the difference is that while you are going about perimeter, you are not concerned about your movement. You don't want to know the measurement from A to B, as it were. But the system will be capturing as you are tracing your lines out. So when you get to E and you are done, you press your enter, it gives you your value from point A to E directly without popping up the values for A to B, B to C, and the likes, like in the poly length. So diameter, we want to determine the diameter of a curved section. We use this. And same as radius, as we want to get the radius of a particular curved section. So it could be 3-point radius when you have two radiuses or thereabout. So same goes for angle. Yeah, we can get an angle. in this software too. So we can get volume as well. And yeah, polygon cutouts. I think I demonstrated the part of it last session, but just like maybe we have measured an area and it is should I say there are sharp edges in nature, rectangular or square or what have you. There is not an area that is not curved, so you now want to deduct a section from it, so you use polygon cutout. So you have an area.
Excuse me, sir. There's a question here.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's fine,
Interrupt.
please. No, it's okay.
Someone is asking that what happens when the drawing is not displaying in the display box?
Okay, so what was the if the person can, if he can omit the person, this is a practical session. Let's him or her ask the question. What
Okay.
happens? So what do you have? What is displaying? If you're not having the drawing display.
Yes, Ezekiah, you can speak up.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Actually, I tried to import the PDF, and
Yeah.
the other page set scale was showing, but the box to display the drawings page by page is not showing. So I thought maybe there
Okay,
is
you
a
mean
setup that.
this particular thumbnail or something that we are saying
Yeah, exactly.
is not showing at all like this.
Not displaying. Yeah.
It's not displaying. Okay. Is it possible you see something like this on your left? Or you want us to come to that later? Okay, for the sake of others, maybe we should just come to that later. I can't hear his feedback. Can we still hear me? Moderator, are we together?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
I was, okay, should we continue or? I think you
We'll
should,
come back.
yeah, let's come back to that. You can find your way around it depending the time. But you should, if you can locate thumbnail session, you can possibly get what's your, or you could try another drawing as well. But that's strange. Let's come back to it and we'll solve it. All right. So let's go back to this. I think we were on ellipse cutout. Okay. So when we have a curved section and we're trying to cut out from like the dots as it were. All right. So we have the count. Shift out C. When we want to count an item, switches, toilet, seats, windows, and all. We use this guy. And moderator, we are together for today. Kindly remind me of the count search. Just let me note it that way. Count search.
All right.
Something I would like to share so that we can. There's a count search visual. Okay, add visual to a count search visual. All right. So then we have J. This guy, dynamic fill. It's a very important to please let me note it as well, because this training can be so funny that you would, if care is not taken, when we start now, we won't have time to go over some key items that can be that can make our work to be more efficient and effective as well. So dynamic fill too is more or less related to area, but it's easier when you have a defined boundary and you want to get the area, you want to get the measurements, whether area of length and perimeter of the session. So I guess before we even start full measurement, maybe we should just exercise some of these tools on the drawing so that we can start. All right. So that's measure for us. So we can sketch to scale as well and all. Well, I won't bore us with that. These two bars too, there are ways I would explain something around that. Then this majorly for window management and arrangement and all. Okay, so So coming down, there is a section underneath. Okay, we're having this because I think from the last time, this will be the first time I'm opening this drawing again. From the last session, and still thanks to the one of our participants, our guys that offered to give these drawings, because I made it an open call that, okay, don't let it look like, okay, there is a drawing that we can use and there are some drawings that we can't use. So it was at the venue that we got these drawings. I threw it open that, okay, if you know you have any drawings that you think we should work on, maybe it's challenging, or after this training, I believe no any other drawings won't be challenging again, Abby. Yep. So okay, let me load this file to Sports Center. Okay. Just for some demonstration. We can see this, right? This Sports Center. Okay, we'll come back to the measurements. I know if you are not using any software, it can be challenging measuring. Not that it's not possible when you are conversant with your measuration techniques, and you would work your way around. But don't forget the main part of our team, efficiency. Like I cited so many examples that a conservator, very sound, very good. The client is giving conservator A work to do. And I say, okay, this work will be delivered within a month. And someone of the same quality and capacity, which is QSB, is willing to deliver the work under 3 days or 1 week. Who do you think would get to impress or get the work or something? So those are the reasons we are learning all these softwares and to make our work to be more efficient. All right, so we'll come back to this guy. Let's just put him down there. Okay, this is the structural drawing. So on the toggle, just like any other software, these things are self-explanatory, but let's go over them. Okay, let me go back there. So now we have, this is our first page. So next page, this guy, this button means next page. When you click it, it takes you to the next page. The shortcut for that is Control right. Yeah. So Control right, that is when you press Control, then you press the right arrow, it takes you to the next page. This is a workplace or a workplace. Then you want to go to the next page on this workplace, you Control right. So that makes, in fact, using software and knowing how to use command shortcuts would aid your work to be more efficient. I know some of us understand what I'm saying. So when you know some shortcuts, it can be more, instead of me dragging my mouse here, just this drag, that 2 seconds can impact my deliverables, can impact my delivery. I think I cited something, an example to us from the last class that I thought the work has been done by a colleague and I was very sure that we will deliver. And the client has to reach out to me maybe some minutes past 6 in a day that precedes the day he was going for his meeting and all that. He has even forgotten. I said, don't worry, the work is fine. So checking through the work, I noticed some slight, should I say, renaming errors. The project, I think there are about 12 or 13. About 2 of them are similar. So somehow, there were mix-ups. Not that the documents are not right, but there are mix-up of giving a file that is meant to be named D, giving the value to B, and also, delivering between that short time, you have to try and look at everything again. And in achieving that, you can't just be dragging and off. So you know that everything matters. So what am I saying? Shortcuts. So you have your mouse, but you can zoom in. We all know this, but let me just go over there. We can zoom in with Control minus. When you hold your Control, press minus, you can zoom in and out of your drawings. But of course, when you the wheel on your mouse, when you scroll them up and down, you can have that same effect as well. Okay, so So this guy takes you to the last page of the document, and this guy takes you to the first page of the document. So this key, you can, when you press end on your keyboard, you would have the same effect. And when you press home, to take you to the first page. And okay, what else? Presently, we have pan, this tool, this hand that is moving is called pan. So we have select tool here as well. So if you think you want to select something on the drawing or highlight, so that's the purpose of that. And this guy can select text. If peradventure you want to copy a text on your drawing or your design. Okay, so that's that. Usually you would need pan, because with pan you can click, you can see the hand and pan and move around whatever you would want to move around. Okay, do we have any question? Any question?
Okay, well, mine is not a question, but just a clarification.
All right.
I've tried using the control R. I've tried
Arrow.
using pressing
No,
end
arrow.
and
Not arrow. Arrow. I mean
arrow. Control
yeah.
arrow.
Okay, so how do you
Yes, it's not
would
taking me to the next page.
click on the drawing, clicking on the drawing, just tap on the drawing like this, then control
Yeah,
control arrow should take you to the next page.
it's not
Have you-
taking me.
It's not taking you. Okay, is your software activated? Do you have any hatch on the tools, on some of the options? Is there a hatch on them? If there is hatch,
No.
okay, we'll probably come back to that, but you should have that's a preset. That's a preset. All right, any other question? Okay, I guess we are good.
Yes, sir.
Time is fast spent and we have to move. Okay, so on this dashboard now would see that, okay, on this line, okay, I have to deal with this line, and the next one that will start. On this line we'll see something, scale not set is a thing, like I said from the previous session, that no matter how, in fact, newer versions, just like in cars, that newer versions of cars, if your gear is not on park, newer version of some cars will not allow you to remove your key from your ignition outlet or inlet. So, but other versions will allow that, and that's like safety measures that cars manufacturers are putting in place. So it can be effective, and it can be applicable to some other industries. So here now, previous versions of Bluebeam, if care is not taken, if your scale is not well set, can keep working and working, you will get the wrong quantity and you would keep working without you knowing. But even now, you can't do anything. You can't do nothing before you set your scale, without setting your scale. In fact, let me just attempt to say I want to measure the square area of this portion. So immediately I'm done. Okay, this is me picking area. Let me say I want to pick the triangle. Let me say this. Okay, let me pick the 4 points. Immediately I'm done. What do we have on the screen? Apply scale to pages. So immediately I'm done doing that. It is a must that, bro, you can't work on this guy without setting your scale. So it's a very good way to safeguard us as quantity surveyors in making sure that measurements are accurate on this guy. And some other softwares do have that in place as well. All right, so coming down, we'll come to the markup list section. Okay, we're having this because I think we did some things from the last session. Okay, let me remove. Should I delete or delete them? I think I should delete them. All right, so we can see that we are not having anything. So this session, if you don't have this, just come to this side on your system. Immediately you have the blue line, this thick blue line. Just select it and drag it up. That's when you have this section I'm about to explain. Every measurement that you are doing on your Bluebeam screen, you know, we are dealing with on-screen measurements. Any on-screen measurement that you are doing goes here automatically. Just those that are familiar with Plan Swift would bear me witness. Just the same way when you're digitalizing, you're having your measurements going to they are like data bank. So immediately you are doing anything, you're having it there. Are we together? So this place is very important. You have the
Yes, sir.
subject. It's possible you have I'm pretty sure you're not going to have it this way, but let me just take us through how we can add what works for us. All these guys, all these column, we call them column. Let me take us through that. All right. So we come to markup lists. Yeah. Then we go to columns. So you select the elements and items that you would want to see underneath. I think we should just practicalize something, but there is no how we want to practicalize without setting scale. But I think I should come up with to that. So when we come to columns, you want to see markup list, columns, then you want to see the subject. Subject is very key because we'll be naming the task, the items that we are using for our measurements are taken off, we'll be naming them. So as you are naming them, it helps in collation of your quantities. All right, so you could label them as well. Label is important. I use label as well. Layer, you could do layer too, you could do space, but I don't do them. So you could have page label, because at times when you are walking through voluminous pages and all, it helps. I can it's more or less like signposting the page. So measurements, you could have measurements. Measurement is important. I think you should select it because this would, irrespective of whatever you are doing, this will give you the unit with your quantities straight up. You could do status, whatever you feel like adding to the whole thing. You can add dates so that you know the dates that you measured an item. The date that you created the measurements, you can add them. You can add author. If you have multiple authors on your system, this can define, can select whatever you feel like selecting, documents with height, comments. So for us, we know, of course, would need length, area, volume, count, depth, wall, area, width, height, sequence, capture, legend, rise, drop, slope, unit, 3D view. So you can explore. And mind you, we are still coming back to that. We can create our own column. And like I said from the last session, that even from this Bluebeam view, without extracting to Excel or having Excel as a separate template, especially for projects that are not that serious, you can measure straight from your measurements and create a column whereby you can have your rates and you have a column for the amount and you export. Your estimate is ready. It's possible. So we have custom columns. I guess we should come to that as well. Moderator, please let me know that. Thank you for helping note all these things.
Please, what do you ask me to
note? Custom columns. Custom columns. All right. So if you're on the same page so far, can we get a thumbs up or something? All right, there is a question here. Okay, a comment. All right, thank you, everyone. Good morning, please. Is there any way we can get the recording? Oh, definitely. The YKSF leadership, your state would get that available or sorted. So this session is being recorded. Okay. All right, thank you. I think we should continue. All right, so back to where we're okay. This is our first page. So this is a site plan of the project. So this is the entry level floor plan, basement floor plan, roof plan. I have the section. I have the section B, section C. Okay, this is even structural steel roof. Like I told you, for those that are just joining, this drawing was provided by someone, a participant, courtesy of QS Babatunde Quadri. So, in a bit to let us know that no matter what you have, no matter the drawing, you don't have to be afraid. So that it won't be like the resource person has a drawing that he can use to get work done. All right, so okay, I think we have the okay, but I think that's not too much. We have the schedules because we've been needing them. I think we have one other drawing. Okay, let me. Okay, this guy. Okay, I think we should have this one. A simpler drawing, regular drawing. But like I said, no matter you can have it as a drawing, you can measure it easily. All right. So, okay, that's fine. All right, so control home, we are here. Control next arrow, we are here. All right, so the other time I was saying that, okay, this is even better. I think because of the slants, we're saying that what's the most important thing when we are dealing with measurement on Bluebeam. Okay. I was expecting to see something, but I'm not seeing. Okay, I now get because we have done the scaling. Just a minute, please. I'm trying to remove the scale. So we have done the scaling before, so that we will understand some things.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right. So okay, I would suggest that let's go through. Okay. Okay, let me just use one of the drawings that we are yet to set the scale to explain that portion. Okay, so immediately you load your file. This is this guy. Okay, let's say we have the floor. Okay, let's say the ground floor plan. Okay, immediately you have this on your plan. Okay, let's pick this one. I don't know why we have done some of these scales. So what do we have here? Can I have some responses?
Not scaled.
Okay,
Scale not
Scale
scaled.
not set.
Scale not set. Okay, thank you for that. So 3 ways to go about it. So like I said the other time, we have to set our scale before we start anything. Okay, so 3 ways to go about it. Either you come to our guy, do you remember tools? You come to measure and you select a set scale. So you have this window, or you come to let's assume you don't have measurements. The way I set my toolbars, okay, you have measurement here. Then you come to immediately you have page scale, so you can calibrate and all. But the third one, you come to this guy, then you select scale not set. Immediately it pops this window. This I guess this one is faster for now, depending on your familiarity as time goes on. So immediately you click this guy, scale not set. It will mention the number, the number of page. Is it the page that you're working on? Yeah. So then you have scale. Automatically is on preset. Okay, so preset works when you have your drawings drawn to scale. We all know what scales are. Scale rules. In fact, thank God that day we had the scale rule in the building. So just like we are saying, we are digitalizing whatever we have been doing before to make our work to be more efficient. All right, so when you have your drawings to be 100, 1 to 100, you pick that and you're good to go. But yeah, I always have trust issues. Don't mind me. So I would prefer to do custom scaling. So when you do custom scaling, it saves you a whole lot of things. You assure yourself. So what are we doing in scaling for the sake of those that don't know? So we are saying that we have a drawing. On the drawings, we have some dimensions that are known already, but we don't know the scale that the drawing has been drawn on. So just like in surveying that we talk about working from known to the unknown, working from unknown to the known. So now we are working from known to the unknown. Are we together? All right. So
Sir.
so we are working from the known. How do I mean? We have a known dimension on the drawing. I want to know the scale so that when we work on the drawing, we are in tune with whatever the architect or the designer has done on the drawing. So immediately you come to custom, you have this guy available, which means calibrate. We all know what calibration means. Even in our phones, we do calibrations at times. So when we click this guy pops up. I intentionally leave this so that you remember what you need to do every now and then. Select 2 points of a known dimension to calibrate measurement tools. Select 2 points of a known dimension to calibrate measurement tools. We can even see from this little icon beside it. This is a representation of caliper from physics and all. So when you click OK, immediately this guy is available to you have activated the action that says you want to pick from one point to the other because you have known the dimension. You want to use it to calibrate. So you are telling the software that, okay, this from this place to this place is this according to this drawing. So after you have done that, easily you can work on the drawing and you're on the same page. You're just trying to be on the same page with the drawing. So I'll prefer to pick the longest point, which is 30.45. Then we all know mensuration. This is 30,450 millimeter. And okay, so now we want to pick this guy. This is the x-axis. The x-axis, the vertical, the horizontal line. So immediately we are zooming out on this guy. You can see that it's hovering on what to pick. So, but peradventure, your selection is not looking to be accurate. Depending on the software version that you are using, you can hold on Control to make your precision to be accurate. So this dimension is starting from here. And don't forget, we have picked the dimension to be 30,450 millimeters. So we pick the first line, we go to the second point. And you click on the second point. And you divine that point. That's what is waiting for us to. You ignore this guy. There's nothing, don't worry about it. So you input. Okay, because me, I'm on meter. Yeah. So you input, you convert it, that becomes 30 meter, 450, 30.450 meter. Yeah. Are we together? Do you have any question?
Yes, sir. We have someone raising his hand.
Okay, can we allow such
Are you
person to
okay?
speak?
Please go on. Mutia Tokoyemi. Then Thomas is also raising his hand.
Okay.
Oh,
Please, as much as
I'm not
people are clear about this session, please let's speak up.
it's a mistake, ma'am. I'm not raising my hand.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
What
All
else?
right. So Thomas. We can't hear you. Thomas, we cannot hear you.
Yeah, good morning.
I just joined the platform now. It's not quite long I joined.
All right,
Okay.
just follow us.
My
The video will be available
Just
Thomas.
follow.
for the parts that you have
My
missed
name
out.
is Adigo
You're
Thomas.
welcome. Thanks for joining.
Ma-
All right,
Hello?
welcome, Tom.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Thomas. Thank you for joining. The video will be made available later for the parts that you have missed. So just go along
Okay.
with us.
Okay.
Thank you for joining. So,
Okay, sir.
do we have any other person with question?
Actually, concerning the measurement you are talking about, actually I can't view the thing. I didn't see the thing clear, but when I'm available and when the next meeting I'll be available, then from the beginning, so that.
All right, no problem. That's fine, Thomas. All right, I guess we should just go on.
Yes, sir.
All right, so that means
I
we
say
are
the
clear
next
with
meet
this
the
because
next
it's a
the next
major.
meeting, I will try to join on time so that I'll be
That's taken, Thomas.
able to
Thank you.
ask one or two questions concerning the measurement.
Thank you so much, Thomas. That's taken. All right, so this meeting is being recorded. We have the recorded version, maybe communicated to us later. And all right, so far so good. We are here. So we have done the X section, that is the horizontal path. So easily you could apply your scale, but like I said from the last session, I will always advise that you separate Y scale and you do the same thing as well. So immediately you click this separate Y scale, it pops out this guy. Now you go to calibrate. You can see that this guy has been calibrated. It's just coming up to be recalibrate. If you have any issues with the first calibration you've done, you can easily pick this and go and recalibrate it. And if you think that this particular calibration that you are doing would be reoccurring on your drawings to come, you can easily add to presets so that you can pick them as you work on. All right, so let's go with the Y scale, the vertical side. Calibrate, same thing like I said the last time. You select 2 points of a known dimension to calibrate the measurement tools. All right, so we have, let's pick the longest parts. This guy happens to be, is this the longest part? Okay, it's broken here. Okay, I was wondering, I would have said, okay, whether it's capturing everything or not, I think we can still pick it. Pick this 22.25 meters or 22,250 meters. So you pick the first point of your dimension. Be very calm to pick that point so that your dimensions will be accurate. Oops, I think I picked 1458, but it's fine. You can actually, in fact, you can pick the 1425. I just prefer to pick the longest one at times. All right, so for the sake of accuracy, like I said, I'm holding on to my control. I'm picking that. So this guy becomes 5.8. All right, so are we clear with that? I guess we should be. So precision can set to what have you, but I've done 2 decimal places for my precision. Yeah. All right, so this guy can be in millimeter as well. So when you're doing millimeter, like we have picked from drawing, you just do 5,800. But like I said, instead of me typing that long, let me quickly do with my meter and move on. It's still the same thing. We are talking about efficiency here. All right, so we apply our scale. Okay, scale has been applied. So that's why you have the pop-up menu disappeared. So, but one next thing, major thing, you could see that here we don't have scale not set again. We have the x-axis, so is equal to this. Y axis is equal to this. All right, so the cm and all is based on, okay, the movement on your screen from so centimeter. This is what it means. But now we have used that to determine and define the scale that wants the drawing and this page to be working with. So now what next? I would advise that you click, you look for, okay, let me see. I'm not sure we have the toggle. So let's say you look for tool, measure, length. But don't forget that escape, let me, when you want to dismiss a selected tool, you just press escape. That works. So let's say we want to do L. Let me use shortcut, Shift Alt L. You can see that I have my length popping up here already. Are we together? All right, so now we want to confirm if our calibration did work. If indeed our calibration worked that time that we picked it. So this is when we will know. Did it really work? Okay, with some little precision. So that's why I was saying the other time that, okay, you have done 0.01 precision. But do you get the gist? Do you get what we are talking about? So my L, this thing is still activated. So let's see, let's confirm this other guy too. 5.8. Can we see that? We could go on confirming. We've confirmed that one. Okay, let's confirm this small guy too. 0.1. Okay. So if you are not so sure that you are comfortable with the calibration, just easily go back, pick your points comfortably, and from there you would have, and say that you would have your, if you convert that into you would have 225. Are we good? Any questions so far? That's just scaling for us. So I've used this drawing that has no skill set to explain that. So I'll go back to the initial drawing now. So that, okay, there is a challenge here that I need to explain about. Okay, maybe we should just recalibrate. I think that's what we should do. Let's recalibrate. So this is what I was saying the other time. You could say that, okay, we have done the scaling before. So let's say we want to recalibrate the x-axis. Just for the sake of emphasis, let's pick this guy, 44,623. And we can see that this guy is not on straight line like the other one. That's why I said this is a perfect example for what I want to explain. So immediately, if you have the software, immediately you pick, we are trying to calibrate the x-axis now. Immediately you pick this guy and you are hovering it to the next point. This is what you have. But hope you know that that blue line is not the same thing as that black line. So you have to make sure that it is within the line of the known dimension that we are here trying to pick, which is 44,623 millimeter. So how do you work around that in Bluebeam? So just the same way like said the other time, that when you pick your control, but here, while you are here, I'm here now. So I want to click on my, I'll click on my shift while I'm dragging. You will hold your shift. You can see that the blue line is already here. So that shift, I'm still holding it. I'm telling that shift, I'm forcing that line to follow my path according to my mouse. If I remove my hand from the shift, my finger from the shift, you can see that it has disappeared. So let me press shift again and move the mouse. You can see that it's appearing. Do we all get that? So
Yes,
for measurement, there are no straight, like they are not following a vertically straight line or horizontally straight line. For bent, this is how we do it. So we have picked the point, and what was the measurement? I think this is it. Okay, let's assume that we have picked it. Then the Y scale, I think same thing is applicable. Which is okay. No, okay, so it's different. So that's good. Let's recalibrate it. In fact, of the truth, instead of recalibration, since we are sure of our point, you just come here and edit it. 44.623. So we apply the scale. Let's confirm that. Shift Alt L. Length is just for confirmation, just for us to confirm what we have done. If it's accurate, if not, we'll pick again, because there could be some interferences. Okay, yeah, so this is okay. Let's just leave this guy here and let's recalibrate it. It's even good that we are experiencing all this so that when you encounter issues, you will be able to recall what we have done to solve them. Okay, so we pick this guy. Don't forget we have this to be 44.623 meters. So don't forget we are here hovering here. You hold on your shift on your keyboard. So we have 44. Okay, it's here already. We apply the scale. So can we say that this guy has changed, even though it's not what we want yet? So we go again. So that means if you're having that, it means our selection is not yet good. It has to be center lined. Are we together?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay.
Or could it be that the
Could it be
vertical
that
is
the vertical is
okay? I think we are good. Oh, thank you, coordinator. So do we get what I'm saying now? I intentionally left that as you're adjusting your scale, it will keep changing. So if you measure any other line, even though I think we should, let's recalibrate our Y scale as well. Y scale, let's pick this guy. This guy is 53,367. Let's make sure it's center lined. 53,367, right? Yep. So 53. Is it 53,367? I should have written that, but
It's
not
51.
sure. But 51. Okay, so that means what was there before. So nothing spoiled. Okay, no. Just like we did the other time, I think we should do this again. Okay, Shift Alt L gives us our linear, just to confirm. So we've picked that. Of course, this shouldn't be accurate based on what we had. Okay, so this guy is 53.6, blah, blah, blah. All right, so what do we do to align it with what we have? So you could use this guy to select it. It's already selected. You could move with your, usually I recommend you moving with your arrow so that you could drag with your mouse too. Okay, so this guy is meant to be 51,367, and we have divided it to be 53. So you come here, you say, okay, it's not 53 again, it's 51. And you are sure. Okay, we have that. Okay, 0.001 issues, but you could go back and adjust accordingly. Any questions so far about scale setting? I guess everybody should be good with scale setting because it's paramount that we get it.
Okay, we have Usman Tahid raising his hand.
Okay, please go ahead.
Usman Said, please ask your question.
All right, thank you very much. Regarding the scale that were just shown now, does that mean that if we scale a page, all the other pages has been already be automatic scale? That's what I want to ask. Thank you very much.
Okay, you're welcome. Is there any other question, please? So I can take them together. I'm doing this because this particular scale of the thing is important. Outside this, we'll just move on and fire on. All right, thank you. So let me answer your question. So no, you are scaling just this page. And you would want to see that as, okay, What if I have 200 and something pages and all? Like I said from the last session, I've had course to recently work on drawings that are more than 300 pages. Okay, so just like immediately you have your measurements on this side. This ruler means your measurement icon. Click on it. Even if you are somewhere else, when you click on this, you have measurement details about your document. All right, so how do you go about that question? I was just going there before moving away from scale. You see this guy, add scale to more pages. That's what you are asking for. So that solves the question about pages. So you could do from 1 to end and all, but the caveat there, the caution there is that as a QS, you must ensure well that not most times not all architects draw. In fact, of a truth, some will use a scale for the plan, some use different for this section, and also even if you are okay, let's just practicalize it. We are presently on the selected 2, so we are moving to, let's say, page 3, and I apply. Okay, before we do that, so let me go to the next page. So what do we have here? I need responses, please, like we had the other time.
Scale not set.
Scale not set. Thank you. All right, so let's go back to the previous page. So add scale to more pages. Next page is our page 3. So we select 3, and you could add range, but let's say 3, and I apply scale. Immediately I come here, you can see that we have a scale already. So, but the other time I was talking about caveats, and we have to be aware that there could be different scale. At least, of course, site plans to flop out. So let's just, I think we should test something. Which dimension should we pick? We have overall here. Okay, maybe we should just pick this guy, 117,373. So don't forget our shortcuts, or we could pick on the length. But Mark, are we together? Can you see what I was talking about?
Yes, sir.
So that means the architect didn't use the same scale, as it were. It's possible that along the line you would still see a scale that is similar to that site plan scale, or it could be that some of the other pages are similar to okay, let's just dwell on this a bit. So let me set this scale. So we have a scale set already, so let's set this scale to okay, let me have this guy up here. So let's calibrate this guy to 35,892. So let's just apply this scale just to check. We would still do the this thing. Okay, we have this. So that picking is not perfect yet. Though there are times that your vertical this thing would interfere with 592 with the, so that's that. Let's do Y scale as well. Okay, 23,210 from where? This one, yeah. and 3. 210, right? Okay, this guy is still not well calibrated. Okay, you guys have seen the culprit. I hope that was the culprit. Did anybody see what I saw? Anybody? Did you see what I saw?
No,
Can you explain?
we did not see it.
Okay, so let me just explain. Utma, are you still with us? Because you asked a very beautiful question. So we were doing okay, let me just so this is what we did before. Because I was wondering how we started from here. Do you get to determine this guy here? And we kept getting lower than what we have here. We shouldn't be. So apparently the architect the dimension is actually from the line behind this guy.
Okay.
So that's
Yes,
what happened.
yes, yes,
That's
yes.
what happened. So perfect, right? All right.
Yes, sir.
So we have this one set like that. So let me now say add more to more scale, something similar. Okay, we can say that in the outright sense of it, it's possible that, of course, in fact, any good architect wouldn't have drawn a site plan at the same scale as a floor plan because they are not meant to be on the same scale originally. So now we have entry level floor plan. So we have applied this scale to the next page. Did you get what I did? Apply to more pages. Okay, next page is 4. Apply it. And let me pan back. So control arrow, we have this guy. So we have a scale from the previous page here. So let's just check. All this, we are doing them before because we have to be sure. Like I said, as a quantity surveyor, you don't just, okay, same thing is happening here. You don't just say, because I've applied it and you keep working, it doesn't work that way. Okay, still not the same thing. So what do I advise? I advise that you scale this one separately. But when you have a very perfect drawing with scales, when you apply to more pages, you can even do that for all your drawings, and you go there, you check if it's aligned, you work on. If not, you recalibrate. It doesn't cost you more than 5-6 clicks maximum. So are we together? That's a good question on scaling.
Yes, sir.
Any other question? Okay, no problem. Let's move on. We've gotten that on scaling. Okay, so we have scaled this guy, which is the flop, which is the site plan. I think I was taking us through this other thing this other day. Okay, so next thing I would suggest that we do together would be that let's quickly create something related to a taking of list together on our Excel. Okay, so while we're waiting for that to come up. And I would want that to be interactive. Okay, I guess the internet is interfering with some. Okay. All right. Can we see my Excel screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. So I wouldn't know how we want to do it, moderator. I want this to be engaging and interactive. We want to create a. Maybe we should just start with substructural. This thing now. Taking off list, so that we'll be guided by our list. Moderator, do I have
Sir.
your permission, ma?
All right, sir.
All right. So so people could, let's say, people could basically, let's just create something like don't forget we are doing hands-on training, and that's why I'm trying to do everything from the scratch, such that we can understand this on our own, go ahead and replicate the same thing with us as individuals, and possibly train others as well, as the case may be. All right, so can we have taken off list? Let's say substructure, suggestions. I want us to be active and okay, what is the first item we are looking at?
Site clearance.
Thank you so much, site clearance. I would have said, okay, let's do our BSMM4 revised, but time won't permit. I believe we all know how to apply all our codes. Okay, thank you for that. So what else after site clearance do we have? Any other
Soil
person?
excavation.
Top soil excavation. I could have done all these presets, but I just want us to understand and engage. Excavation. Okay.
Trench excavation.
All right. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, probably pit excavation.
Okay.
Then we have the surface treatment, the level and compaction.
Okay. It's only our moderator that is what is it called? Let's say Lancy. I want everybody to, we are up to like 40. I know that okay, it can be rowdy, but let's just respond. What else do we have?
Network support.
Network support. What else?
Blinding in foundation, concrete footing.
Disposal of excavated material.
All right. Blinding. FDN. Okay, so disposal of excavated material, where are we putting that? Okay, let's put it before blinding. It doesn't matter anyways,
Yeah.
but we can.
We have case Kodri raising his hand.
Okay, we can engage him. Okay, what next?
Filling.
Filling.
Okay, so after blinding,
Yes,
we can do
filling from excavated material
Block work in foundation.
imported.
Which one next? Imported or
Yeah.
block work? Which one?
Block work in foundation.
no after the blinding. Before you do, you will do concrete in foundation for the trench area. Before the block
Okay.
section.
Okay,
Yes,
I guess we
concrete
should do blinding for. That's what I want us to
After
do.
concrete in trench, then block wall in foundation. Block wall in foundation.
Okay, which one are we agreeing to? I just want it to be engaging. This is what I'm looking for. Okay, so
concrete
after
in
blinding,
foundation.
We say concrete. Okay.
Blinding,
It's
concrete foundation, then block work in foundation.
block work. So what about the? You know, we have dug our pit. We have excavated for
Yeah,
pit. So where do we have
pit.
that? Okay.
For base, rather, for both in column base.
Yep, I get. All right. So
Then the starter bar.
the starter bar.
Form work.
The
Yeah.
starter bars would be, let's say, reinforcements in. Let's use the right words at least.
Yes, stop
We
column.
say starter columns or stop. Okay.
Stop.
Thank you for that.
Okay.
All right.
So the form work to edges of column base.
I'm expecting others to contribute
Concrete in
as well.
column base.
Concrete in
column base. Then form work to sides of column.
Sorry for that.
Yes, sir.
Moderator, please encourage people to let this to be engaging as well. So form work to
Damp-proof membrane.
Damp-proof membrane.
Yeah, before that.
Backfilling, not filling, hardcore.
okay, damp-proof hardcore. What do we have after form work to start our columns?
We have concrete in starter column.
Okay. I would explain something about sequence.
I think we should have our reinforcement before that.
We should what?
Okay, you say we should have our reinforcement together.
Excellent. That's what I want. I want us to be engaging. So you can see I'm
Then concrete
copying
together.
reinforcement in what again? Wait. What are we meant to have? Reinforcement in what? Wait, you said we should have reinforcement in something the other time?
No, it was saying reinforcement together, concrete together.
Reinforcement together, concrete together. Let me
Yeah,
get.
I guess
Okay.
No, I mean reinforcement is starter and I've seen it.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I was going to put that and I saw that we have done it. Okay. I just want us to have the understanding together and okay, so we have concrete in starter.
So after the concrete,
so what do
then we have the disposal. Disposal of excavated material.
You have done disposal before.
Okay. Okay, maybe we'll backfill now.
Backfilling.
Yeah.
We'll backfill.
Okay.
Then we are filling to make up level.
Yeah, so okay, filling to make up level, right?
Yes.
All right.
Damp-proof membrane.
Okay.
Then the wire mesh. Then the DPM.
Thank you, DPM.
Then rough concrete, oversized concrete.
Then oversized concrete, right?
Then form up to edges of oversight.
This is beautiful. We have very, very sound and intelligent QSs on this call. Forward to edges of oversight. All right. So are we good?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, my contributors. We have attended something on this page and people are not talking. I don't know why. Thank you. Moladimeji Abdugafar, Thank you for your contribution. What about the person that said something about the PM the other time? I don't know. I don't know you, but thank you.
There was a
Uh,
lady.
okay.
I'm
That's
here,
good.
sir.
A very good gender balance. Let me see your name. Yeah, too. What's the name? Sorry. Oh, are you with someone? I'm not seeing you on meeting.
Oh yeah, too.
No, I'm here.
Yes,
Although
sir.
from someone's device also, but
Oh, Tosin Williams. God bless you. Thank you. All right, let's just move on so that we'll get something done. All right, thank you. This is our COL. Um, okay, so let's say this is our taking off list. I've created another sheet already. So it's sheet for measurement with this guy. So we can easily reference that. Okay, let's create something around here. Let's say description. Okay, I was going to say something about we could actually, as we are remembering this thing, we can just be putting it there, but it helps us not to miss out anything. We call it sequence of construction. Do you get? So it helps us in making sure that as QSs, we are not missing out anything, all these things. It helps when you know that, okay, this is the process, okay, this is the measurement for this process, for this sequence. It helps you not to miss out things. But if you just, and if you are, imagine you have the template for all these already. So in your templates, you would see now, would do all these things. And from easily, you could tell that, okay, I've done this has been sorted, and oh, so you just move on easily. Okay, so let's say we have description. All right, so I have description of item. Don't mind me. You can actually translate this as what's it called? As you please, depending on your understanding of it. Let's say we have length, breadth, width. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
You can have thickness, you can have depth, you can have height. So basically, this is not our standard taking off sheet. We could do that, but I just want us to, we are learning efficiency. Do you get? So, so we could have multiple. Let's say we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 is enough for our, let's say times 6. Do we get?
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
can you help us to do it in normal taking off for the we young QS? For better understand this, sir.
Yes, I know it will take more time, but we could do that. Okay, don't worry, let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, so for the sake of young what is it called, student QSs amidst us. So let's do we know what T is, we know what D is,
Yes,
right?
sir.
We know what S is, and we know what D is. Okay, let's write it in full. So what is S?
Squaring column.
All right, so what is this D?
Dimension.
So this is dimensioning, this is squaring, not dimension column as it were, because of the usage. So we can't say this is square column. It is squaring, so it is continuous dimensioning. So this
Okay, sir.
becomes what? This becomes what?
Times.
You know, we can't say times column.
Yes, sir.
Did I get this times in? Is this the right
Yes, sir.
one? I mean, my spelling is my spelling right? I just want to know.
Oh, let's speak English for English.
I should speak English for you.
Doesn't matter speak English for English.
Okay, so Okay. Don't mind me. We are just trying to be efficient too. So we'll be fine. Be fine. Yeah. So let's do one more thing. One more thing. Okay, so that's why I was saying it will be. It can just take a lot of time, but don't. I think we should just. Okay. So okay, I think instead of doing the person that said we should do the normal taking off, if we do single side, I guess you can do right.
Yes,
Instead
sir.
of we are doing double. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Something like this, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So ignore my time thing, or let me just say there will be times that we need to express. Okay, let me say T2. Let's name this T2. There will be times we will need to express multiple slashes and all, just like we do in taking off. But we are not writing, we are typing. Do you get?
Yes, sir.
So that's why we're having this to be due. All right. So this could be what did you say?
I cannot see the screen, sir.
I didn't get that.
I think you are sharing your screen, sir.
I'm sharing my screen. Yes, I am. You don't want to see?
Okay, try and log out, then rejoin. You will see it. Maybe your
Okay, she's
network.
not seeing the screen. Oh, sorry.
Close it and rejoin. You will see it.
All right, so are we together?
Yes, sir.
All right, so we said the other time that our taking off list. So we have a taking off list to do this. And mind you, for the sake of students and visitors, while we understand your steps in measurements, everything and all, don't forget that the topic we're dealing with is still efficiency in quant surveying.
Yes, sir.
For quant surveyors. Do you get?
Yes, sir.
Do you get what I'm saying? Okay, so as we move on, I think I would clarify on that. Let's see what will be first on. Let's copy this guy. Okay, so this guy actually belongs here. Do you get what we are doing?
Yes, sir.
All right, so okay, that is it. I think we are set. Just a minute, please. All right, so apologies for the short break. So okay, so we are here. All right, so while we are for this dimensioning, for the students, I'm still seeing how we merge and merge everything together and all. But let's see how it goes. So for site clearance, our dimension is meant to be, okay, take for example, let me just cite an example. Our site clearance is meant to be what again? What's the unit of measurement?
Unit of measurement.
Meters square.
Area.
Meters. All right, thank you. So we are meant to go by what? Length times breadth or what have you, depending on the right. Depending on the for the site clearance, for the what's it called now, for the site site plan. Just a minute, I'm coming. Okay, so if we are still going that route, just like I said the other time, traditional measurements and all. So we still have to be picking, and even for this length, this is our site layer. So this is what we need for us to get our site clearance. And even for this length, we can't get an actual accurate length. So we have to sum up all these are slant lengths and possibly get, because they are not just imagining that, okay, well, the architect has given us the dimensions. We just have to be booking them one after the other, right? But we are not doing that. I hope we can get what I'm trying to say here.
Yes, sir.
We are not doing that. We are not doing length times breadth, as it were. So when we come here and you are not seeing dimensioning to be 2, that doesn't mean that. Okay, I think it's best to have this. That should solve that. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now site clearance, we are picking the area of our site, even though we are meant to add some things to it and all. So what tool do we use from our measurement tool? Which of the tools for measurement do we use for that? I'm asking, please.
Area.
Okay, is that correct? Yes, it is, because of our time. So what do? We get the area of this site. Okay, so let's use this there. We have picked that one. The principle that is the principle now, the trick is not really trick that I mentioned the other time. I don't know the right word to use for it now. What did I say? That when we're having issues with this, you are putting your mouse where you want to click next, but it's not, your line is not following me to that place because you have a slanted line. So what do you do? Anybody?
You press shift. You press shift.
You hold your shift and it picks it. Naturally, your lines are meant to be at angle 90 degrees and all. You could see that from this is it up, down right on my screen. And we see the angle of this present line. What is there?
Yes, sir.
What is the angle? The angle of the 90 degrees. Yes, thank you. Sir. And we are coming here. Immediately you press your shift. What is the angle again? What do we have as the angle? I'm pressing my shift now. It's aligned to whatever your line, whatever angle your line works with, which in this case it is 87.8 degrees angle. So that's just to explain some things to us. So I'll pick the next one. So this one is bent again. So you have to still use your shift and you check it out. Because of our time, if you have questions, just note your question, then we do that. So pick this guy. Are we together? You still maintain your shift. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Maintain your shift. So you can see that this guy is moving as I'm moving. So in fact, the fact that it remains just one, the principle is that you close up your measurements whenever you are doing area measurements. You close up your measurements where you have started from. Do we get this guy? You look for it and you click it. Do we get that? I'm not getting response.
Yes, sir.
All right, so you do that. That's one. I've not done that. Or you just press enter at your penultimate point to the final. If you are not sure you are going to pick the line, you just press enter. What do we have, please?
2,982.73
square meter. All right, so we've gotten that. For the, and don't forget I'm saying something about this guy. These are the measurements that we did the other time. Okay, so immediately we picked that area measurement the other time. It's recorded it as what? What was our subject here?
Area measurement.
All right, so when you click this, you are referring back to this measurement.
Yeah, measurement.
All right, thank you. So, and we can adjust that. And it's always better to even name your measurements so you can see, because I have site clearance on my own listing. As much as you are naming your subject, you have it in your cache. So when I click this, this one changes to area site clearance from area measurements. So you remember the other time that I said we should set up our columns and all. So these are reasons for the setup. So I have my measurement to be this. This is my information. And mind you, while doing my area, I've gotten what? What's this guy?
Perimeter.
I've gotten my perimeter. So that way we are good to go. So this is our area measurements for the site's clearance. Any question? And so site clearance is done. So now using software, was it who talked about student the other time? So now we wouldn't have to do length times breadth as it were on our taking off sheet. But you should know the principle. We call them first principle that guides us getting area. Do you get what I'm saying now?
Yes, sir.
Any questions? All right. There is a little bit glitch on my Excel. So there is an automation that we should have here so that we are not having, but while at that, we can still do some things. Let's say we would input manually, pending the time. So let's say this guy is what again? 298273. So usually, if I right click, I should have my Bluebeam quantity takeoff. So from this guy, I can go there and pick my area measure. I will still fix it before we leave. I guess is the internet messing up with it. All right. So do we have any question? Is that one clear? Let's say this is a meter square. Okay, let me do this guy there. Those are our elements. Don't forget we are dealing with substructure. Okay. All right, what next on our taking off list?
Topsoil excavation.
Excavation. Topsoil excavation. But I hope we know that. What's the unit of measurement of topsoil excavation?
Square meter.
Meter.
The depth.
What did you say? You said with the depth? No.
Setting the depth. Oh, sorry.
Yes, you have to state the depth. So that's for your for your academic proposal, for the bill purposes too. So, but you would agree with me that this guy and this guy, they are the same, right?
Yeah.
So we've done that, right? Okay, so let's deal with trench excavation. And if you have dealt with trench excavation, 50% of our, don't forget where I said that we are trying to solve a problem. 50% of our problem as per this measurement of substructure is solved, or even further. We all know that we would eradicate repetitions as much as possible.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, so we would have so let's go back to Bluebeam. So when we want to deal with trench excavation, two ways. When you have your structural engineering drawings, just a minute. So when you have your structural engineering drawing giving you foundation layouts, best way is to deal with this guy, foundation by foundation, but because of our time, I would say, let's agree, should we use this drawing, or we should use the architectural drawing to determine a GAT trench excavation? Because for trench excavation we need GATs, we need the width and the depth. Please let's talk.
We should use structural drawing.
Structural. Let's use the structural.
This is a structural drawing. So
I think this one
usually
is better. That's the structural here.
Yeah, usually in structural drawing, so you are meant to make adjustments, because for this one, would have to measure over column basis for this purpose. But do you understand what I'm trying to say now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, so what do we do first? This guy is not to scale, we scale, right? Custom, we calibrate. You've been following us before now, you would understand this. So let's just pick this guy, 3680. Okay, for this, let me just change my stuff to millimeter. 3680. Then we do the Y scale to be. Do you have any other 3680? So I won't have to. Okay. Let's pick this 6204. So we apply the scale. Let's confirm. Are we good? Not entirely. Y scale 4590. Let's check this. Yeah, these lines are even looking somehow. I guess maybe they did into him. Let's pick this first and see. 4590. I doubt that dimension is looking way funny. Automatically your mouse will hover around your, depending on the way the design is, you hover around your this seems to be it. All right. So what tool do we use based on the explanation, the little explanation I explained the other time? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So what tool do we use now for our, we want to do trench excavation, so we need our guts.
I think poly length. The second choose.
Poly length. Okay. Any other suggestion? There is no wrong or right answer, as it were. So poly length, like I said, let me just demonstrate. Like I said the other time, poly length. This is poly length. Poly length will give you, let's say, okay, let me start from this edge. Let me just pick. Okay, let me pick to this point. Can we see what poly length is doing? Can we?
Yes, sir.
It's adding up all the
Okay, let me.
lengths.
It's not adding up, as it were. It will add up, but you would have your step points.
Yeah. From each point, it's giving us the dimensions to.
Yes, just like I explained the other time. So for me, I would say that we'll do perimeter. So you could use poly length, so if that's what fits whatever you want to do, which is fine. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
All right, so I would say perimeter, but we won't use perimeter. Can anybody tell me what we are going to use and why? Anybody, please? I've explained the other time now. So normally we should use perimeter. Okay, so this is okay. Maybe I should make it elaborate. We are looking at internal guards and external guards, right? I guess we should do that separately. So for the external guards, we have to use perimeter to get our this thing. Okay, so but we are not using perimeter. I'm suggesting that we should use another tool. So which tool are we? Do you think we are going to use, or am I going to suggest? Then why? Oh yeah, now we should know. We already said we are not using poly length. Okay, we are meant to use perimeter. Okay, even if you don't know the answer, you should know. Okay, after poly length, after perimeter, next is area. So we'll be using area. Now I've told you why. I don't need to even tell you why again. I told you why the other time that I showed you. Okay.
So that you can pick both measurements.
Yes. Do you remember we said the other time that you have your length even immediately, and by so doing, not that we are now, because we need for external guards, we need our perimeter. You do perimeter. Next time you are doing you need to do your area. You still coming back to do the measurement. So by just doing your area, you would have gotten your perimeter easily. That's why we are using software. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
All right. So for this, I said the other. So this is area. Immediately we pick this. This guy will be activated. So we come here. We name whatever I want to do. So for now, I would say that I want to get our external guards, right? Are we together? We are getting our guards first. So let's say external guards. That's what we are dealing with. This guy is a meter. So whatever you are doing, these guys are there. So okay. So now, just follow me. If you have a very short question or something about the process, could possibly ask. Don't forget that we are still going to be dealing with oversight concrete. So that's one of the reasons this thing is anywhere we are dealing with superficial stuff, just do your measurements, take your area, have your perimeter easily. Are we together? Are you seeing what the way we are picking it?
Yeah.
Are we together, please?
Okay. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Since these are standalone, this BT02, what will confirm that. Oh, there is basement actually. Foundation layout. Okay. I think we should go ahead with this. Is QS Quadri on this call? Is it still on this call? I don't think so. Just a minute, please. You know, most times when we are working, we work hand in hand with all these designs and drawings so that you understand what you are dealing with. Okay, there are basements. Okay. Is this field? It's looking to be field at. All right. So whether there are basements or not, it's obvious that we'll be excavating the points, and these are looking to be standalone. And okay, I think we'll be excavating this guy as well. All right. So length. See what I've picked again. I've picked length, but this thing is still the same, two different quantity. I mean the subject name. You can see the grouping. Are we together? Can we see the measurement?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we can see this addition. We have the summary already of this 3.6 meter that we just picked, because it's still part of the external guts that we are dealing with. So it doesn't have to necessarily be monotonous and just you're looking for the edges alone. At times you would have that. Okay, so I guess we have this guy already. Why we have our this thing already as well. So let's quickly run through the internal guts. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So for the internal guts, I would suggest there's no tool that we want to use that we can't use. We can even use length and be doing it. And you have your summation later, but I would suggest perimeter. You would see why now. So since I've picked perimeter, my subject will be perimeter measurement. So I will change this to be let's say gut internal, such that whatever you pick, it registers. So let's pick this guy from this guy. Don't forget that I've said that we are measuring them over. We can do the adjustment later anyways. So I've picked this and I'll press enter. Let me change it to me. Are we together? So I've picked that one. I'm picking this, just following through the excavation. The excavation looks to be stopping there. I guess there is a ground beam or a retaining wall there. Yes, there is. There's a retaining wall. That's why this guy is stopping there. It's connecting to the retaining, connected to the retaining wall. Okay, so same goes for this guy. Have an excavation spanning all the way. You press enter. Automatically, your enter is more or less like this guy should stop there, but I think we should not do that. Your enter is more or less the command of saying, okay, I'm done. I'm done picking this guy, so you pick this guy, you enter. Just like the same way for Plan Swift, like digitalize it, when you digitalize your measurements, when you digitize it, so you have this guy. Are we together? This place is too quiet. Oh. Are we on scene? All right. So you make sure that everything is being touched. Okay, I guess we should just push it to the retaining wall side. You have this guy running over this place. I have this guy running all the way as well. Which other one? So this short span, you just pick them. Have this guy running all the way. Yeah, okay. Stops here. I've picked this one, so this guy stops here. So you make sure that everything has been captured. The ones yet to be captured, you capture them easily. You don't have to be bothered about, okay, where are the measurements going? Like I said it the other time, it's more or less like you're building a database by your clicks. And I guess upper parts we are good. So let's move to this guy. Not sure if this excavation is cutting across or I think it is. Okay, these are the wrecked floor areas. Okay. I get. This guy. You can see the beauty of using perimeter now. So we could continue this guy from this place to this place. We could. And we can easily go this way too. I really hope that those that have the files and the software to are exercising as we go ahead. So this guy comes there and go back there and goes back there. So for direct flow, I would say I don't think these guys are connecting. Okay, so for this knowledge purpose, let's just limit ourselves to this. Are we good? Are we together?
Yes, sir.
All right, you save your item by doing Control S. Oh, okay. Okay, apparently my reuse tool wasn't on, but I would show us this. You just highlight this guy. highlight everything I have done so far, and you still come here to the subject. So you do GAT, then internal GAT. When you click this subject, it separates it for you easily. So what was our total internal GAT?
2776.82.
Does it look something good compared to traditional way of picking? Does it make sense, please?
Yes, sir.
It's
Yes,
it's custom.
it makes sense. It looks good. It looks simple somehow.
Yeah, that was the purpose. So,
Well, I have a little challenge. Sorry,
what's
sir.
the challenge, please?
I'm unable to put in the subject. The subject is not even responding.
Really? Click.
Yes.
Okay. Have you measured? Have you done any measurements?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Click on the measurement, whether on the screen or on your downward board, like this guy. Just click on anything. Click on the measurement. Or
Okay,
click
sir.
on. So you should have go to your measurement side, whether on the left or the right, and input your subject. This subject, input it. You can even label it to the ground floor, GF. If time permits us, we'll move to this. Which other drawing now? I think there is ground floor, first floor there, so that we can easily. I can explain the ground floor, first floor, second floor, third, 10th, seventh thing. As that fixed it?
Yes, sir. Now it's active. The subject is active now.
Okay, so whichever item you are picking, as the item is being picked, if you change the name and all, so it will be affected on the item. So that's why when I saw the other time that the internal guarding work, it was just blank. I selected all the blank. You can shift arrow select, or you can pick them one by one and change the name. It will definitely be affected. So like I said the other time, we could have the, where is the structure drawing? We could have the quantity takeoff straight up from Excel according to the plugin of Bluebeam, but of course let's just go manually now. It's because we are doing training, where it's looking like it's taking. Imagine when you interact with the system, with the software and all, you would say that. So our external GAT, what is our total for our external GAT for what we have done? Responses, please. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
I said, what was our total?
151.27 meters.
On 5.27. Thank you. What about the internal? Total for the internal?
276.82.
276.
Sorry, 276.82. Right. Was our should I say, let's just say floor area. We remember, we've gotten it. Right? Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So these are this guy is a meter. This guy is in SQL. We're using M2. Okay. So what's meant to be our trench excavation now? Right? Are we together?
Okay, we are together.
Does this make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So not sure
Yes,
about
could you please mute your microphone?
so now we have gotten our guts, we need our width, and we need our depth, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm trying to get the session. You don't have the NGL here. In this, okay, there's a retaining wall. All right, so I guess we have to possibly come to an assumed depth, maybe based on this guy. I think they are like 1.2 from the edge of the base.
I think the depth is uniform.
Well, yes, you are right, but you don't just pick this now. So we can't say we are dealing with 1.2 as it was.
It's a pit excavation.
Okay, so now we have 1.2 from this is more or less from the top of the base for the pit. Do you get for the column? So we have base to be this. We have blinding to be 50. Let's see if they are the same. Okay, this guy is 300. This is 50. This is 400. 450. Okay, let's say 450. Meanwhile, our 1.2 is inclusive of the 150 mm floor. Okay, so 150 mm. Pardon me, I think we can be doing our waste calculation from that end, even though we can be doing it from here too. So we have 1.2, 1,200 mm minus 150 mm, our oversight concrete, plus 450 mm, the base and the blinding. What do we have eventually?
1,450.
Me, I'm at 1,005.
Okay, yes, yes, 1,005.
So that's just
1,050
okay.
plus, yes.
We are still assuming anyways because our NGL is not stated, natural ground level. So it's kind of a challenge and also, but since we have that, I was hoping that we see the section for the trench itself so that we know the width and all. But you know, as QSCs, there are some assumptions that we'll make that would help our things. So now trench excavation. Are we together? We have that already. What's our width? Right? What's our depth?
Excuse me, I have a question, please.
Let's say we reference. Okay, please go ahead. Please go ahead. Please go ahead with your question.
Okay. What I want to ask is this waste calculation that we are presently doing, how do you does this Excel page? Did you open it via this Bluebeam or it was separately opened?
Okay. So thank you for the question. Like I said when we started, I was saying something about templates. So our measurement
You are
is being
breaking
done
now.
in.
I can't.
No, that's what I'm explaining. Our measurement is being done in Excel. And I already said that there is a way you can do adjust your plugin such that you can even measure Excel. When you right here, you have a Bluebeam plugin that directs you to Bluebeam. Then you measure, then automatically it changes. And can you hear me, sir? So, but this is Excel. This is Bluebeam. Do you get? So Excel, we are using
Okay.
Excel to run
That's
our
okay.
measurement. We have extracted some data from our Bluebeam, so we are using Excel to run our measurement.
Okay. My question is, if you open that Bluebeam, you know you can link Bluebeam from Excel.
That's what I just said. That we should.
The question is quite, sorry, the network is quite bad here. Maybe it was this. Don't worry, continue with your presentation. We'll get back to that later.
All right, no problem. So like I said the other time, there is quantity link that is meant to pop up on your Excel from Bluebeam. But as good as that is, there are still some intricacies to it that we can't start delving into because of the limited time that we have. So that's why we have gone with extraction of data and all. If we still have the time, we still go over that.
All right,
So
thank
this
you.
template make it more seamless going forward. Do you get, sir?
Yes. I got you.
All right. Okay, so any other question? What's that? Is there someone with a question? All right, no problem. I think we should just go ahead. So now, what item are we treating next? Hello.
Excavation.
Excavation. Is it the network or how am I getting this feedback?
I think someone is not muted or something.
Okay, no problem. That's fine. We just manage around that. Okay, so let's go to pit excavation. So we have BT1, base type 1, we have base type 2, we have base type 2, we have base type, that should be, we have 3, we have 5, 5, 6, we should have 3. I just want to be sure where it stops. So we have 10, we have 7, we have 12, we have 13. Okay. I wish that the student amidst us can understand, instead of us having this quotes in 3 places like this, if you have it in horizontal form, it saves time, but it's fine. Just saying, when we have it in horizontal form, but for academic purposes, I think we have to. How many BT do we have? I think we have 17, or what did we count now? Okay, so that thing I thought I saw. Okay. So now that we want to do our excavation for column basis, what do we need? We need the. So this is what I'm saying. We would have to go 1, 2, 3 for everything. Okay, this is okay. I guess after some items, maybe we just change the format. And sorry. Moderator, are we together? Because it's only your voice that I used to hear. I'm not even hearing the voice again. Are we tired?
Yes, sir.
Don't be tired, though. Okay. So, all right. So now we go back to our drawings and. So what the cross sectional size or area of our column base? For type 1, what do we have?
1,000 by 1,000.
1,000 by 1,000. For type 2, we have 1.1 by. So these are the things that would we input. This is okay. This is 1,000, which is 1 meter. Okay. So what's the next thing? What's our depth? Should we use the same depth for our excavation for our pits as well? For this purpose?
Okay, sir.
Now I'm asking, should we? So we have reference. We have reference our depth up there. So we have this. It's going to take a lot of time, but it's fine. How many numbers do we have? We have 9. Yes. Right.
Yes, sir.
So we have similar thing for our BT2. But BT2 is 1.1 by 1.1.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so let's say we have done. Okay, let me finish. When I'm done with this BT2, let's just reference this. I would switch, and we get what I'm saying now. Okay, so we have 5 numbers for that. Okay, so from BT3, I would switch to who commented about the what's it called the other time, taking off arrangement. So if you can hear me, I hope you can get, at least with these few things that we have done, you've gotten that, okay, blah blah blah, you should get your how to transpose if you are doing singular line thing. So it's nothing of a big deal. It's something I was going to do the other time. Okay, maybe I should still do it such that you can easily, even if you want to transcribe, or is it transcribe now to your taking off list, it will be very easy for you to do that. I'll walk backward now. No, let me walk backward from here. What I want to do today? Are we together?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll then still freeze this guy. Okay. All right, so okay, apologies for that. So you would get what I'm saying now. So now we have I guess there was a mix-up on this drawing. This is BT2. This is BT2 as different. So I think we should take this as BT3, if you would all agree with me, and take this as BT4. So that's why as QSs we must be vigilant about all these things. Do you all get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. This guy should be depth. So all right. So here we have the length. I will increase this guy. You will understand how fast you think I'm making. Just let me return. So I've frozen this guy such that you know where you should fix one or two things. You can fix all these guys as well, depending on the requirement of whatever you are doing. So we have 1.2. We have 1.2 here. Once we can understand what we are doing, we are trying to save the space of going all the way. Okay, because we have frozen this guy. How would you get that place?
Yes, sir. We are together.
All right, so this guy comes back. So in order to save the stress of always doing 3 lines per items, we would have multiple items, and trust me, when it's getting too longer and all, you won't be able to deal with some issues in a very fast way and fast manner. So you know the principle with this one. This is length. This is blah blah blah. So we just want to be efficient. Don't forget the what we are dealing with. So you can see that we are just picking now. 1, 2, we are doing BC3, which happens to be 1.2 by 1.2. We have agreed to this one to be this. So what's the number, please? We have it to be 6 numbers, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So, okay, so now I'll just replicate this guy. And mind you, I can actually log this guy. We pick this guy from here because we are learning efficiency as well. So we pick this 1.5 as a depth, and it's here. So how do you log a column in Excel? So you apply your dollar sign at the beginning of your formula definition, then before your number of that particular cell. You get what I mean now. So I've logged this guy to be in C7. I've logged it by applying this dollar sign formula. You could see the other time that I was trying to extend it, it was bringing dash 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 because it will be naturally Excel will be reading the cells after it automatically. But I've said that okay, Please don't leave that 7. And that's what I've done here. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, are we learning? So let's
Yes,
go to,
sir.
don't forget that this guy made a mistake here, and we are going to BT4. So BT4 is what now? 1.3. Just edit that. What's the number? We have it to be 1. You put your 1. BT4 happens to be 1.4 by 1.4. Mind you, imagine that. Okay, I have a work that has more than 72 columns, column basis of maybe even 90, up to 90 at times. So when you have that, you just edit your work and you have a short drawings as column is less than 30 or 40. You fix these things easily and you move on. So this is BT. We have done 4. This is BT. What am I saying? We've done 5 rather. 5 happens to be 8 in number. Are we together? So we move to 6. Which happens to be what? 1.6. 1.6. How many number? They said 6 numbers.
6 number.
So if you don't have these numbers, you know, that's another work for you as a quantity surveyor. So you have to locate this drawing, you know this number, and you do your column-based schedule, same way you would do your windows and door schedule. Are we together? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So we move to BT7, which is like 1.7.
1.7.
Since that we have noticed the progression is that it's increasing by 100 mm, 0.1 meter. There is a formula you could do that could make that faster in Excel too, but there is no need now. Let's just move on. You just have to have the mentality of, okay, anytime you are seeing a problem, how can I solve this and how can it be faster? That's what we are dealing with.
3.
3. Okay, so 9 happens to be 4. Do you get this progression? Is there the structural engineer just based on the calculation and all is increasing the types by 100 mm. So we have this one to be 4. This guy. Are we following? It's not looking sweet yet. Don't worry. Get to some points and okay. We have a change now for the BT10. Is it really changed? No, not necessarily. Have it to be 9, right?
9.
Okay. Is it only our moderator that is on this meeting, on this workshop webinar? 2.2 by
We are following, sir.
Okay, thanks for following. Oh, this is 3, not 10. So usually at times you would have your vertical, don't let me say vertical, your cross-sectional sides, not in square form. So how do I mean? So for this base type 10 that we have 2.2 by 2.2, we could have 2.2 by 3 meter. So do you get? So
yes.
Easily you calculate that accordingly as well. So let's go to base type 11. Okay. So I'm not sure this is correct. It's like they are repeating. Or wait, or is it mean that I'm not getting it? We add base type 10 to be 2000 by 2000, right? So this is meant to be 11, 2.2, but they wrote 10. This is meant to be 11, okay, and 11 again. I guess they are just, this is just a repetition error. Okay, so we have done 11. We are meant to do 12. This guy is 2.3, right? By 2.3 by 1. Then we are meant to do 13. 13 happens to be, is even 13? Is even 13? I don't think so. This is just 5A. So, so just for the sake of sequence, you come back here, and this guy becomes 5A. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
So this becomes 1.5 by 1.5. by 2 number. Thank you. So come back to our 13. So this guy is 2.4 by 2.4.
Nothing near the look.
So 2.4 by 2.4. We have it to be 2 number as well. Right. So practically, we are done with the excavation. Right?
Yes, sir.
We're practically done with the excavation. So let's just do this guy on time so that we have this. Okay, I think we have made this description. Okay. You could do your templates whichever way that it didn't fit. You could do this guy to mean are we together, please?
Yes, sir.
Very well, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Just for the sake of okay, so this guy is this. So we have literally done our pit excavation. So we have done our pit excavation to be this guy. So do you see how closely these guys are, especially if you want to track, than these guys? For the students I missed us. You are not answering me. Okay, I'm here to freeze this guy again. Freeze. I need a response. So can we see how easily put together these guys are compared to us separating it? Don't forget that. That's why I said knowing the basics would help you, whether you are seeing taking off sheet or not. You can easily know where your length for a cubic meter item, where your length, breadth, width, or depth are. For a superficial item that is square meter or area, you know that you don't need your depth, so easily you can figure that out. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
All right, so let me extend this guy to this 21. Okay, so we are practically done with that excavation. Then we have to do what's the next? We have to do our what's it called? Leveling and compacting, right?
Yes.
So we are dealing with surface treatment. Okay, so how do we do that? We level the surfaces. Yeah, exactly. Bottom surfaces of our excavated area. So we level the surface of. So we do that for trench and we do that for pit as well. Do you get?
Yes, sir.
So let's say for trench now. So what do we need? We need our gaps. We have that. Yes. So
and width.
And the width. So we come here. I should have actually stated our width too, but let's just say we know our width to be 0.68, right?
Yes, sir.
And that's determined by not a constant. It could be 0.9, but usually determined by the 3 times of your block work, depending on the structural engineering drawing. But from the drawing, we could see that that's what was done. Let me just go over there so that we can. Okay, so if you measure this, it's okay. Now, if you have things like this, you can dim your measurements. Let's say 40%, and we all see that. You can select or control. You can dim it to even 1%. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Just for you to see whatever you want. Okay, let me say, and you could change your line color. Let's say blue. Change your measurement color. Let's say blue too. Can we see that?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, so let me take it back to 100. Oh, that's few. No, I'm not feeling 100. Okay. Yeah. So it's looking somehow. Let's do royal color. Let's do purple. Is it purple or lilac? Or magenta? I don't. Ladies, what do you call it? I don't know, Sha. Let's do purple. Okay. All right. So that's just by the way. So let's go back to so we are leveling and compacting our bottom of excavation for trench. So when you don't have anything for Excel, you don't have to put 0. So if I do this, okay, no, I'm not doing this. Instead of you going over the formula, so you have this because you don't have any item here in this. When you do this and you put 1, it will still give you the same thing. Do we get that? Or you could just say this guy times this, and you are fine. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
And this guy would be a meter square. Don't forget that we are trying to build templates. I could have just come up and by now we would have done with the measurements. If I come up with my template and okay, we get our data, we've done this on Bluebeam, Insert, and all. Yeah, good to go. But that's the purpose of this training. All right, so we've done that for the trench. Let's say now for the pit. So literally, for the pit, we are possibly going over. Okay, now I guess I should just replicate what we have there, and I would adjust accordingly. Okay. So this guy becomes because of this swapping that we did the other time. Let's say B2. Let's drag this guy up. Mind you, I'm just editing. They are not the same quantity. Are we together? So we are doing leveling and compacting trench pits. Okay, so we have the area that we need. This is the excavated area, and this is the number of places. So like I said the other time, when you go 1 for this, for the things that you don't need, you have it adjusted straight up. Do we get that at all? Or you could do 0. 0 will not give you anything, but don't forget that you are multiplying this by this, then by the number. So we can now replicate downward. We have 448.63. The other time, the one that we did that we used 1, what did we have? What do we have? 448.63. It's still the same thing. Are we good to go? Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So imagine we are doing this tile. Sorry that I'm still going back. I just want you to know how to be efficient. You can see the dashboard is cleaner and we are moving, but this guy is in meter square because you are leveling and compacting. All right, so mind you, if you want to do anti-termite treatment solution, you have your area for the bottom as well. So let's do what's next on our taking off list. Earthwork support, right?
Yes, sir.
Taking off list. Earthwork support. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. So for earthwork support, what do we need? For trench, we need a gap and the height of the excavation, right?
Yes, sir.
And for pit as well, same thing. Okay, so let me just we could see that presently we are spending more time on Excel because we are trying to create a template that works easily with Bluebeam or even any other software. But so now for the trench network support for our trench, what would that be? To be like that. Don't forget that we have this. That's why I make sure that no matter where you are scrolling to, I've frozen this guy so that it can easily guide us into whatever we want to do. And I would employ and encourage us to keep participating. Eventually, whatever we have come up with will be the file for this training, and we'll all have it, even though we can be doing whatever we are doing. So we go with what else do we go
resource
with?
person, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, well done, sir.
Yeah.
I'm beginning to see that probably for people who are just, I believe we have a lot of people on this call that are just getting to know about the Bluebeam and all. So just like you said from onset that if we have to have another series, I'm
Yeah.
beginning to suggest that maybe we should tie it up here so that people can go over and also practice, and then we can have another series soon where we'll be having something more advanced. I mean, where we'll be picking it up from here, having digested the ones that we've had so far.
Okay, that's fine. Even though we've not done so much as it were in terms
Yes,
of
I understand,
exploring
sir. I understand,
exploring
sir. So
Bluebeam.
that because since we don't have so many of them that have the software,
Okay.
following may be a bit cumbersome for some if they have not practiced well, so that by the time we start moving, we'll have more responses that can relate to what you're actually doing.
All right, that's fine, no problem. It's okay by me. Whatever works is fine. Okay, maybe let me say maybe pending the decision. Okay, I would say that okay, if we can somehow work around completing this, not now. I mean, as against the next. Okay, take for instance like this substructural work item. With this drawing, we can somehow work around completing the what's it called now? The templates, all these things that we are just doing together. We are doing them together because I believe in you understanding things from the first principle so that creation can be easy anytime, any day, from anywhere. So me, I would go ahead and complete this as against the next session. So that's okay. We can wrap it up here. But if we have questions on things learned so far, we can bring it up as well. But we should all note that we've not done, we are just scratching we are still scratching on the surface. So we can welcome questions and from there we would know what to do. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much, sir. Well, I don't know if those things you wanted me to remind you should be raised now or during the next class, sir. Kezayo, sir.
Oh, sorry, I've muted. I said, can you please go over them? Let me know so that I can
Okay.
know if we can attend to them later.
First, you said I should remind you of what you want to say about the citation that was read.
Oh, we've not gotten there at all. Well, later, next class. That has to talk about the LLMs.
Then the comparison of drawings on
please note
I think all those things will be next class.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay, if you would still permit us for some moment, Oh, maybe next class. I was going to. We've done some tools, but we've not touched dynamic view. But it's no big deal. We can try it out next time, or we can even rehearse those that have the software. And when we come next, we rub minds together and we attend to issues together. Thank you. If we still have any other question, let's know.
Okay, Falaye or something. Falaye is raising it. I don't know if he still wants to talk.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Yeah. Uh, I was calling attention of the tutor to one item that has been omitted in that excavation, which is working space. You do your working space after you have done your pit excavation. So that was my observation.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much.
All right, that's brilliant. Falaye, Abi. Thank you for that. That's one of the reasons I said we should contribute the other time we were doing taking off list. That's a good one. We'll note that going forward. Thank you for your contribution.
You're welcome.
Do we have any other person, question, contribution, observation? Okay, so I guess in the absence of none other, I'll give the floor to our coordinator to give us a little closing remark while thanking our facilitator.
Right. This is a beautiful one. I must tell you. Can we just give it up for our resource person for this wonderful presentation? I must say it's a wonderful one. That anybody who has never, come across Bluebeam, we actually will be able to, pick up from the very, very scratch. And I believe that's a wonderful one. I must really commend you, sir. Thank you so much for your time. I know the sacrifices is enormous, but you are not looking at the sacrifices that you have to pay to actually make sure that you impact this knowledge. Actually, the time that was allotted, he has passed it and is not even feeling.